The News at Noon starts right now.
And what we start with is a developing story. This is breaking news. What you're looking at is the arrest of a woman after a shooting in northwest Bexar County leaves one man dead. And you see deputies there walking this individual detained here. And again, this is reportedly his wife, although we're not sure exactly what the charges are. We are being told that she is now under arrest. And there's a lot of information so far, but we do know that the Bexar County Sheriff's Office started their investigation just before 4 o'clock this morning. This happened not far from Sierra Hermosa and Kylesville Parkway on, again, the far northwest side of Bexar County. Even though we saw this woman being taken into custody, so far BCSO has not said what charges she may be facing. The Sheriff's Office is scheduled to provide an update, and we'll bring that to you live when it happens. All right, and the video seen here is from a fire there at a body shop on the north side that caught fire this morning. However, San Antonio firefighters say that luckily the flames did not spread to any combustible material. Crews started battling the flames at around 7:45 this morning on Culebra near North Brazos Street. The fire started in an office and a storage area on the second floor, but we're told that flames did not spread to the work area. And crews put out this fire within 20 minutes or so. Now, no one was hurt, but it's not clear what caused this fire. Taking a look outside with live cam, very cloudy and overcast out there, but we're on the lookout for rain.
We are tracking showers and storms that are still off to our north, but if you've stepped outside, you can feel the heat and humidity. There is a lot of energy in the atmosphere today, and as those storms and outflow boundaries get a little bit closer, we think the threat for some activity here is possible. In fact, we're already seeing a few showers starting to show up. Let me show you the radar, and what we're looking at here is, there we go, is the radar, and you can see there are some showers off to the west of San Antonio, around Hondo and Castroville. We're seeing a little bit of activity, and then some light returns working their way up towards Elmendorf. These are working north at the moment. Nothing that's heavy, but as we look off to the north of San Antonio, that's where we see the big storms. And there is an outflow boundary right about here that'll be sliding south throughout the day. And as it gets a little bit closer, it certainly could spark off some showers and storms. Let me show you the futurecast here real quick. This is one of our computer models, and it does show some showers over the next couple of hours. Then as we head towards 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit more activity, those storms getting closer. And then it's around dinner time that these storms start to work into the area. We'll get kind of grazed, I think, by these, but the risk for severe weather is certainly there. Again, the atmosphere is sort of ripe for severe weather. And then as we get into tomorrow morning, maybe a few more showers and storms before this all pushes off to the south and east. And then we'll get some clearing tomorrow afternoon. Friday evening will be just fine. The next 12 hours here, we're talking about a 40% chance of rain through 8 p.m., 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. And then we'll bring rain chances down just a little bit overnight. And again, we still have that small chance coming up tomorrow. We're going to talk much more about the risk for severe weather, what you can expect, and the hot temperatures this weekend, too. We'll have a look at that here in just a couple minutes. Very much, Justin. San Antonio police say that a man is dead after he was hit by someone driving a vehicle late last night. So this all happened in the 1300 block of Culebra around 9:30 p.m. last night. Police say the driver of the vehicle that hit the man did not stop, and police have not found that suspect. Officials pronounced the victim dead at the scene, and there were no witnesses and no description of the vehicle involved. A high school student in Schertz facing charges after being found with a loaded gun on campus. No one was hurt, and we're being told that there was no threat of violence either. It happened at Clemens High School yesterday. According to Schertz police, Bexar County juvenile probation officers contacted the school about a student who was posting some pictures of weapons on social media. So that student's backpack was searched, and they found the handgun. The student was detained on a second-degree felony weapons charge. A new streetlight program that is in an unincorporated part of northeast Bexar County is aiming to cut crime and promote security. A total of 27 solar-powered streetlights are going up around the Glen neighborhood near Camelot, Gibbs Sprawl, and Walsham roads. County Commissioner Tommy Calvert says these lights are in one of the most crime-impacted areas. He says this pilot program will help officials evaluate how well these streetlights work through several metrics, including crime rates, pedestrian, and traffic safety.
The fact that thieves can go in the night and just, move around and without anybody being able to see is not a good thing. So we're really excited that
Now, because this pilot program uses solar street lights, the Neighborhood Association and the county will be able to save on their light bill. The new lights are being paid with a nearly $220,000 grant.
Right now, we're still working to get some of your questions answered about Central Med. As you know, the nonprofit runs more than 24 medical clinics in our area, but yesterday, we told you it was having some network issues. Since then, Central Med sent KSAT this statement saying in part, quote, Central Med is investigating and responding to a data security incident involving our information technology systems. Upon learning of this, we took steps to secure our systems and launched an investigation with the help of a third-party cybersecurity firm. The statement goes on to say that patients do not need appointments. They can come in on a walk-in basis. Patients are being asked, though, to bring a picture ID and insurance card if that's available. We still have many questions, like whether any patient information was at risk or is at risk, and if this is related to a data security incident Central Med reported last year. We're going to continue to ask those questions, get you some answers, and bring you updates as we get them.
All right, switching gears, it's NFL Christmas in the middle of May. The league releases its full NFL schedule. We'll look ahead to some of the big games for the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans.
A real-life RoboCop is here. This morning, we're going to give you an inside look at the future of security on patrol.
All right, you just saw this guy right before the break. Check out OR3 Outdoor Security Robot. That's this robot's official name. He's the first of its kind from a robotics company to be put in use in the United States. So there's two of these little guys, and they're going to be patrolling the Sam Ministry shelter in downtown San Antonio, next to the San Antonio Police Headquarters. The
robot security is able to take security guard, I guess we should call it. It's able to take pictures, record audio. It has facial recognition, and it can read license plates even. It's operated by Texas Veteran Security, but they contract with Sam Ministries to patrol the campus there. The head of emergency services says he was a little bit skeptical about the robot in the beginning.
We were looking at ways to reduce costs without compromising safety here for any of our residents, for any of our staff, for any of the surrounding community, and this is sort of what we're looking at to do now. Being able to see them, in action a little bit, I mean, it does what we need it to do.
And get this, these robots do not need a break, health insurance, or anything like that. They just need someone to charge them every 5 hours or so. That's when the other robots then take over. That means that they can work 24/7. The CEO of Texas Veteran Security says that this is a real game changer for his industry.
It's an autonomous robot, which means it operates by itself. It has its own mapping, so it knows where to go. It has obstacle avoidance, two-way communication, and 360-degree live recording, so that our guards could then see. So if somebody's back in the rear of the location, we'll be able to be notified.
OR3 is currently on a 1-month trial just to see how things go.
I find it creepy, but okay.
Yeah.
As you know, though, Sam Ministries is a nonprofit, and they say having this type of a security robot, if it's effective, is going to help them save a lot of money in the long run.
Okay, a real-life RoboCop there. Did you know?
All of our jobs are going to be taken over by robots.
Yes. Well, you know what? Justin's still here, though. He's got the most important job.
Nobody could take Justin's place.
In the business here, weather.
I could have never dreamed when I watched RoboCop back in the 80s. That
it was going to happen.
Here we are. This is the day and age we live in. All right. 81 out there right now. The aquifer is down a tenth of a foot, 636.7. In your pollen count, we just have molds and grass today. Molds are high. Actually, molds are moderate. I need to update that at 820. Grass is low at 10, so molds are on their way down. Rain chances, though, on the way up. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
One lucky person here in San Antonio is now $1 million richer. No, it's no one at KSAT because everyone showed up at work today. Texas lottery officials said someone claimed a top prize winning ticket in a scratch-off game. It was the ticket game $1 million crossword.
Wow, the ticket was purchased at San Food Mart on Castroville Road. Now get this, the winner chose to remain anonymous. I don't blame them, but, you know, I mean, hey, good luck to them. Congrats.
We want to get you an update to this late breaking news we brought you at the top of the newscast, an arrest and a shooting. Here's the sheriff.
It appears that there was some, obviously these two, the suspect and the victim in this case, are married. There are some indicators that they were in the process of ending that marriage. So there was definitely some marital strife going on. And for whatever reason, last night it appears that the suspect took his life. It's a heartbreaking situation, certainly for everybody involved. The young lady that's in the house is not considered a suspect, of course. She is considered a witness in this case, very much so. But you know, thankfully, this didn't end in further loss of life. The gentleman here, 49 years of age, it's extremely unfortunate that this ended up happening. But again, we're fortunate that it didn't end up in further injury or loss of life. Esta mañana nosotros recibimos una llamada a aproximadamente las 3:55 de la mañana en la dirección 8407 Pico de Águila por un reporte de un homicidio. Cuando nosotros llegamos, nos encontramos con la víctima, Damian Crow, 49 años.
And there you hear the sheriff, Javier Salazar, giving us the lowdown on what happened on the northwest side. At some point early this morning, there was a shooting. A man was killed. Now his wife is in custody, but the sheriff said she's either a witness or a suspect.
That's right. So still a lot more investigation to take place here. So this happened in the Sierra Hermosa area off of Kylesville Parkway around 4 o'clock this morning. And again, the sheriff kind of giving us some preliminary information as they continue this investigation to this deadly shooting.
It appears that the couple was breaking up their marriage. The 49-year-old man killed. The wife, who I'm told was a little bit younger than him, now in custody. We're going to have much more on this story. We've got a reporter on it. We'll have more for you, perhaps later in the newscast, if not on KSAT 12 News at 5 and 6. Meanwhile, let's get a look at the weather because we are expecting changes.
Yeah, maybe some rain, huh? Justin?
Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, we're watching some storms off to the north. Today's one of those kind of convoluted setups where there's a lot of different factors at play. But I think the biggest one will be what happens to our north outflow boundaries, some showers and storms, and they're trying to work in our direction. They still got a ways to go, but I think as we head into the afternoon, there is potential for some storms. Right now, 81. We've got a south-southeasterly wind at 16, and boy, is it humid. It's like walking into a sauna out there. Sun's not out, but it is very sticky and very warm. And we'll see continued cloud cover. Now, one thing I am noticing on Authority radar here is we're starting to get some showers developing to the south of San Antonio. These will funnel up through the city. We're also noting some activity out near Devine and Pearsall. Nothing yet as far as thunderstorms go, but this is the kind of shower activity that you know, may make you use your windshield wipers for a little bit as it tracks through. It's kind of light drizzly type stuff. Now, there is the potential. Now, some of this could develop a little bit further here within the hour. We'll watch it. So far, it's just light shower activity. It's what's going on to the north that we're most interested in. And you can see there is a complex of showers and storms. Now, that's kind of moving due east, right? But there is an outflow boundary right about here. And as this sinks south, this should continue to kick up some more storms, initially in the hill country and then eventually down towards San Antonio. So let me show you one of our computer models. And by midday where we are now, the storms are starting to move into parts of the northern hill country, but by 2 o'clock, spreading a little bit closer, and by 4 o'clock, this line still well north of San Antonio. It may take until the evening hours for this to move finally towards the city. This is 8 o'clock, San Marcos, Kyle, New Braunfels. Now, the timing on this could change a little bit, and they often do. Again, these outflow boundaries are kind of sporadic, but that's the general idea. And then 10 o'clock, still some storms around before that moves away. Now, we will have another little piece of energy that comes through tomorrow. That could kick off a few more showers and storms in the morning, and then especially down to the south and east of San Antonio tomorrow afternoon. So we're not completely done with the storm chances tomorrow, but after that, as we get into the weekend, and really, honestly, by Friday evening, rain chances do subside, and then the weekend will be hot and dry. The severe weather risk, as the Storm Prediction Center sees it, they still have San Antonio within that 2 range. So on a scale of 1 to 5, a 2. You get closer to the southwestern portion of our viewing area, and the risk really drops off. And as you go north and east, this is where the greatest risk for severe weather will be. Killeen, Waco, College Station, Houston, over towards the Beaumont area, and then into parts of Louisiana. Our severe storm threats, if we're going to see any, would be hail and gusty winds. Flooding is a low-end threat at this point. Tornado is a low-end threat. So we'll keep an eye out for any severe storms. Now, what you're looking at here is the flash flood risk. And it is high. You don't get this too often, but they're very worried about the risk for flooding across East Texas. So east of College Station into parts of far East Texas and Louisiana. We have a marginal risk for flash flooding, but again, I think it's low end. The greater risk for that is going to be to our north and east. So 40% chance of rain, that's the bottom line. 86 today, 89 Friday, 20% chance of rain, and then look at the temperatures over the weekend. Upper 90s, and that continues right on into next week, guys.
Thank you, Justin. We're going to head out to SA Live in Market Square. The question of the day.
Ooh,
Mike,
it's a tasty
Fiona.
one.
Yes, it is. All right. You know, food is what we do on this show. So, I mean, it is National Barbecue Day. So let's go ahead and put up the choices. Scan that QR code and let us know. Weigh in: brisket, sausage, pulled pork, ribs, turkey, or chicken. Pick only one.
It is not a buffet. You can only pick one.
I was going to say all the above. Okay, but if I have to pick one, I got to go briskets.
Yeah.
I love me a good brisket. Lean briskets, always, I'm going to take that over anything else when it comes to barbecue.
Yeah, I used to be a big fan of pulled pork, and then I had a brisket from a restaurant right near my house, and I'm sold on brisket from here on out.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right, you're going to have to tell me
brisket
about that.
all the way.
Ribs. Give me a.
That's why we work.
Yeah, I used to be a rib grave.
Oh, yeah. When nice and meaty and just getting that, meat
And get it all in
falls right
your
up the bone
teeth.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm really hungry now.
Yes.
And we don't have anything with us. RJ, run out and get some barbecue for
I'm
us
going to
right
have
now.
to head downtown. Maybe so a couple of spots. I know Pinkerton's is a very popular spot.
I like
in our
Smoke
area.
Station.
Smoke is
Just-
really good. Yes. So
Tell you
yeah,
what.
a lot of good options.
Grab Ursula's credit card, run. She'll hold down the fort there. Come down here. We'll have a party.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to do that.
All that and more from Historic Market Square in a bit.
Thank you, guys.
All right, coming up next in sports, the schedules are out for the Cowboys and Texans. We'll let you know when they will face each other for a good old-fashioned Lone Star showdown. And the Saints are marching into the World Series. We'll recap Our Lady of the Lake punching their ticket to the big show. Sports is coming up next. Welcome back. While the NFL released its 2024 NFL schedule, and up to 7 nationally televised games highlight America's team, the Cowboys, their upcoming season. The Cowboys play 9 games against 8 teams that qualified for last year's playoffs. And for the first time since 2011, the Cowboys will open the season against a team from the AFC. And for the 4th time since the 2020 opener, Dallas will kick off the year on the road. The NFL is now in its 4th season with 17 games. So let's check out some of the highlight games for the Cowboys. Week 1, again, they're on the road at the Cleveland Browns. That's a late afternoon start. It's also Tom Brady's debut in the booth, so my guess a lot of people are going to be watching that. Week 2, the boys home opener against the Saints. That's going to be September 15th. Jerry World. Week 4, we'll see them on Thursday night. Football at the New York Giants on September 25th, and then they get their bye Week 7. Let's check out Week 10. The Cowboys, they will be taking on the Eagles. They will clash for the first time Sunday, November 10th at AT&T Stadium. Then Week 11 on November 18th, the Cowboys will then get to host the Texans. We mentioned that one on Monday Night Football for a Lone Star State showdown. Then on Thanksgiving, the Cowboys will host the Giants at 3:30 p.m. And in Week 18, they'll close out the regular season on January the 4th or the 5th at home against the Washington Commanders. And this will also be new for NFL fans this season. Netflix announced that it's having a 3-year partnership with the league to broadcast Christmas Day games live. This year, Netflix will air 2 games on December 25th, and that doubleheader will feature the Kansas City Chiefs at the Pittsburgh Steelers in the first matchup, and that will be followed by the Baltimore Ravens at the Houston Texans for the second game. The reigning AFC South Texans will play 6 total nationally televised TV games. That is the most in franchise history. Their primetime schedule will be highlighted by 2 Sunday night football contests at NRG Stadium at home. It's the first time the team has hosted 2 Sunday night football matchups since all the way back in 2012. And the Texans will also have games on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday nights. So let's check out the schedule for the Texans 2024 schedule. That includes week 1, Sunday, September 8th. They will open at the Colts at noon. Week 2 is the Texans home opener when they host the Bears and overall first pick Caleb Williams on Sunday Night Football. Week 7, the Texans will play the Packers at Lambeau Field. Then week 11 is their Monday night showdown against the Dallas Cowboys. The Texans bye is in week 14 in early December. And on Saturday, December 21st, they will play the Super Bowl champion, the Kansas City Chiefs, at noon. Then 4 days later, we mentioned this one, Christmas Day, the Texans will host the Ravens at 3:30 p.m. And then the Texans will close out the regular season Sunday, January 5th at the Tennessee Titans. You can find both the Texans and Cowboys schedules on KSAT.com right there on the sports page. All right, and in response to that schedule, check out this. Texans great J.J. Watt posted basically what players look for when they see a schedule. The first game, that's of course the big one, the bye week, a Thursday night game, and any other games that may disrupt routine and recovery. And also, can't forget about this, possible weather games such as in Buffalo in December and Miami in September. All right, switching gears here, Our Lady of the Lake starting pitcher Cassie Valdez helped the Saints advance to the NAIA Softball World Series. Check this out, bottom 5, no score. A runner on for Valdez, and she hits a high fly ball to left field that just sneaks over the fence. You hear the crowd there. That is a 2-run shot and a 2-0 lead. She also struck out 9 batters in another complete game to earn the dub for the Saints. And the Saints shut out Hope International 2-0, advancing to the NAIA World Series for the 2nd consecutive season.
I think both dugouts realized that 1 run could be the difference. And so the fact that it was her big fly and the fact that it just got over, I mean, it was, I'll be excited to watch it later on tape.
I was really just being aggressive. I was ready for anything she was going to throw over the plate, and luckily it just happened to go over, but I was just trying to hit the ball hard.
She hit that, I mean, and the whole dugout just went all out. We were so excited. We were like, she did it again, you know?
The main goal is to win a championship. It's so, indescribable to be back in this position again.
All right, the World Series begins Thursday, May 23rd out there in Columbus, Georgia. Congrats to the Our Lady of the Lake Saints.
They're just a little bit excited.
I love it right there. Yeah, those girls can play. Those girls can hit, they can pitch. Yeah, they're definitely some ballers out there.
Absolutely. Okay, new today at 5. It's one of the first things you reach for when you feel clammy, heat. Oh, not so great. You grab a thermometer. So with so many choices to pick from, which ones are reliable? Consumer Reports reveals the thermometers that consistently rise to the occasion. It's Today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight. The San Antonio Public Library is ready to revive scaled-back renovation plans at its Las Palmas location.
And it's all thanks to new funding announced earlier this week. But as Avery Everett explains, there's a wide variety of opinions on how to use that money.
It's in dire need of renovations.
7 years of headaches, now met with hope for those who rely on the Las Palmas Library.
I see nothing but progress happening now with the renovation project.
This library has been closed down for construction for more than a year, but progress is happening on this project. Fencing along the front of the library has now been removed, and new photos show the inside taking shape. Work is expected to wrap up in early 2025, but the project has faced construction delays and budget cuts.
To see things being chipped away, it really, really upset us.
In March, the San Antonio Public Library Board of Trustees voted to scale back renovations. But this week, the library announced an additional $385,000 in funding.
We are very excited to bring more resources to the Las Palmas project.
The money comes from the HEB Foundation and a federal appropriation pushed by Representative Joaquin Castro. The question now, How is it going to be spent?
We need some type of shading on the glass.
We definitely need something that's going to help our people be comfortable.
Community meeting on the Las Palmas. Those residents are among dozens who spoke in person and online during a community meeting.
I also wanted to know,
all focused on what to do with that money. SAPL recommends adding back 3 items: a solar shade system, meeting room support space, and landscaping.
We want something to really be meaningful and substantial for the community.
And now it's just learning the next steps.
That's right.
This still has to be approved by the Library Board of Trustees at its meeting later this month. But neighbors say it's a step in the right direction.
It's supposed to be a jewel when they open.
To get this project completed and the Las Palmas Library back open. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Well, months, just months. That's how long San Antonio mayor says that it could take for us to get a direct flight to Washington, D.C. This afternoon, Congress passed the FAA reauthorization bill, which paves the way for 10 new direct flights to our nation's capital. San Antonio hopes to be among them. The airport is working with American Airlines to secure a nonstop route. Mayor Ron Nirenberg has been in our nation's capital this week and says the city is hoping the FAA approves it.
That if everything's played the way it should, and we continue to see the execution from our delegation and our community, we're going to get that flight.
Well, the president still has to sign the bill into law, and that could happen by the end of this week.
Building a new terminal at San Antonio International Airport, part of an effort to get that flight out of SA, including the one to D.C. There's a KSAT Explains that dives into this project and what is to come. You can scan the QR code and check it out yourself. And in case you missed it, this week, KSAT Explains is also taking you back to class. And the lesson? South Texas geography. Meteorologist Justin Horn is going to tell us how it affects our weather today.
Can you tell me what this is? What is that a shape of?
Is it a state or are we looking at a county?
It's a county.
Yeah.
Could you show me where the Edwards Plateau is?
I don't know if I could do that.
No, that one stumped me. Yeah, that one did.
Justin also does some myth busting. He explains South Texas geography. The full episode available right now on KSAT.com.
All right, taking a look at live cam. Justin, our big geography buff over there. Those are some tough questions there.
We had some fun with it. They were tough, but you know, we had some fun with it.
I know where the Edwards recharge zone is.
Well, that's an important.
That's probably
factor.
the most important factoid.
It is, and we hope that the rain falls right over that region this afternoon. That's what we're going to keep our fingers crossed for. Well, we hope everyone gets rain, okay? And there is a chance for that. Let me show you the radar right now because we're starting to see a general increase in showers, and that's starting just south of San Antonio. This is all light, but it has the potential to perhaps increase in intensity a little bit. Nonetheless, if it moves in, we should get some light showers and light rain here in San Antonio. Let me zoom in a little bit closer and show you where the rain is right at this moment. And it's starting to drift into Bexar County, this little patch of light rain, Somerset, Natalia, Devine, and this will feed north and northeast. We're also noticing some other light returns around Poth and Forestville on 181. And then it's up north where the bulk of the activity is up there around San Angelo and points north is where we've got some stronger storms. And that's that line of showers and storms that we think will eventually work its way down towards San Antonio. I want to show you the visible satellite picture. We've got a lot of clouds, so we're kind of socked in at the moment, but we're noticing some breaks out west. Any sort of breaks in the clouds will give us some instability and could add to the factor that some of these storms could strengthen and become strong to severe. So that is something we'll be watching, but cloudy at the moment. With those breaks staying relegated to the western part of the viewing area. 40% chance of showers and storms today. We'll keep that going into this evening. Temperatures around 86 or so for a high, and then back down into the 70s tonight. We'll still keep a small chance of rain in there tonight and early tomorrow as well. We'll talk much more about the timing. We'll have another radar update for you too coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you very much, Justin. Well, new data release shows that the southwest border encounters in the United States dropped 6% last month and nearly 30% when compared to April of last year. However, officials say that border encounters in the San Diego, California area were up nearly 49% in April. A CBP official said in a statement that the agency continues to send resources in order to speed up processing times. So since Title 42 was lifted in May of last year, the Department of Homeland Security has removed or returned over 720,000 people. According to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency, the majority of people removed were those who actually crossed over the southwest border into the U.S. A floating pier built by U.S. troops will soon allow delivery of humanitarian aid into Gaza. According to U.S. Central Command, the pier traveled on Wednesday from the ports of Ashdod, about 30 miles away, and personnel anchored the floating pier to a beach in Gaza. Officials stressed the pier was not intended to replace land routes into Gaza, and there would be no U.S. military boots on the ground in Gaza. Trucks are expected to begin moving the humanitarian aid ashore in the next couple of days. The United Nations and World Food Program will distribute it.
Federal legislation to regulate the growing artificial intelligence industry. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and a bipartisan group of senators laying out this sprawling blueprint for addressing AI. The move is designed to shape how congressional committees move forward in regulating AI in forthcoming bills. It's 31 pages. It calls for billions of dollars in government spending to accelerate AI research and development, but it also instructs Senate committees to develop guardrails to address some of the bigger risks of AI, like AI-enabled discrimination, job displacement, and election interference.
All right, very interesting. Well, a chain of gyms is offering some free memberships. Coming up, we'll tell you who's eligible right after the break.
It's dropped a few points since then, but the Dow Jones Industrial Average broke past the 40,000 threshold this morning for the very first time in history. Meanwhile, the S&P 500, which is much more widely followed by Wall Street and 401k accounts, it rose 2%. The NASDAQ composite also gaining 0.2%. All three indexes setting records yesterday as well, amid revived hopes that cooling inflation will allow the Federal Reserve to cut its main interest rate this year.
All right, that's some good news. Well, here's some more good news. Planet Fitness is offering free memberships for teens this summer. Starting June 1st, teenagers between 14 and 19 years old can sign up for the free program at all gyms across the U.S. and Canada. The fitness chain says the promotion will be available until the end of August. This is actually the fourth summer that Planet Fitness has offered its summer fitness program for teens.
Uber launching a new service that's going to allow customers to book a shuttle to the airport or concerts or sporting events. It's called Uber Shuttle. Riders can book up to 5 seats on a shuttle from a central location to an event or the airport for less than the price of a regular Uber ride. The cost won't be affected by surge pricing. That's important. Space can be booked up to a week in advance. Uber Shuttle will roll out this summer in select cities, including Chicago, Pittsburgh, Charlotte, and Miami. But there are plans to expand to many more cities, hopefully San Antonio, in the coming months.
Yeah, that surge pricing will definitely get you. Okay, hopefully the weather, does not get us as we take a look at live cam. Looking a little bit cloudy
and
out there.
Dark.
Yes.
Looking darker. Yeah, we're watching some light showers developing just south of San Antonio. We'll see how these evolve, but I do think we'll get some light rain coming in, especially on the south side of San Antonio, seeing some spotty showers. We're also watching what's going on to the north of us, some big storms up there. And by the afternoon, some of this activity could converge around the area. We're going to have an update on the computer models and look ahead with that forecast, plus a look at the weekend, too, which is pretty toasty. It's coming up.
We have an important update to that late breaking news we've been following since the top of the show. We've got more information on this woman from the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. The sheriff's telling us they were called to her home this morning on the northwest side of Bexar County, and they believe this woman, she is identified as Veronica Crow, shot and killed her husband, Damian Crow, while he was sleeping on the couch this morning.
That's right. We heard from Sheriff Javier Salazar just a little while ago. He says that there was someone else inside the home at the time of this shooting, and that is the person who actually called for help. So far, BCSO does not consider her to be a suspect in this shooting. The sheriff alluded that the couple at the center of the case was having some trouble in their marriage.
Apparently, there was some previous domestic violence reported. He said they got into a fight that turned physical, and they were in the process of separating. He also said it was a clear-cut case, very simple for them to investigate.
Yeah, it's something we will continue to follow. You can get more information on KSAT.com.
Meanwhile, we have the clock ticking off till hopefully some good rain, some agriculturally significant rain.
There you
that
go.
would be fantastic.
How about that?
We could all use that.
That's well done, by the way.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to be honest with you off the top. I don't know that we're going to get just a ton of rain out of this. The bulk of the activity is going to be off to our north and east. It feels like it's been that way all spring. That's probably the way it plays out today, but we do have chances for rain nonetheless. And the radar is showing that we have some showers just to the south of San Antonio there in Atascosa County. Mostly this is light stuff, but starting to see the returns perhaps get a little more robust down there around Poteet. Certainly not thunderstorms or anything like that, but perhaps the rain just coming down a little heavier there just to the west of Poteet. With some of this activity as it drifts off to the north, and you're starting to see some of this light activity work into southern Bexar County as well. So this is one area we'll keep an eye on. This funnels north and northeast. The other area we're going to watch is up to the north. Outflow boundary here, along the outflow boundary, you're getting storms. Now these are all working east, but as this outflow boundary drops south, you'll get some development initially in the hill country, and then as it continues to move, perhaps down towards San Antonio. You can see some of these storms are severe, by the way. So there is severe weather up there to our northwest of Killeen, but nothing around our area right now. So this is a look at the future cast, and by 4 o'clock, it drops a line of showers and storms south to about Fredericksburg. We've got some showers here around San Antonio. Then as we head into the late afternoon and evening hours, it brings that activity south into San Antonio, maybe 7, 8 o'clock. This is also a time frame where we could see some stronger storms around the area, and then even a little bit of activity still overnight before this pushes south and east. And maybe a few more showers or storms tomorrow, but I think that's probably relegated to the coast. Then we'll clear out Friday afternoon. So that's kind of the latest thinking. This model just updated in the Storm Prediction Center has kept us underneath that risk of 2 out of 5 here in San Antonio, roughly in this zone here. And then you go north and east, and that's where the severe risk increases even more. Places like Killeen, where they're already seeing some of those stronger storms, College Station, and far east Texas like Beaumont. Outside right now, we've got 81. Because of the cloud cover, I don't know that we warm up just a ton today, but we should make it into the mid-80s, and it is awful humid. 84 New Braunfels, 83 Seguin, upper 70s for Bernie and Kerrville. And here's a look at the dew points. I mean, mid-70s. These are as high as they get. So there is a lot of moisture in the atmosphere today. I don't think there's a huge threat for heavy rain. Now, if you get stuck underneath one of these heavier storms, they are going to put down some good numbers. They just don't know that it will be widespread. So isolated areas where we get some heavy rain with moisture and humidity like that. 86 today, 40% chance of rain. We'll go 20% tomorrow, I think mainly in the morning. And then temperatures from there start to crank up. We get more of a heat high moving in, and that allows temperatures to make it up close to 100 by the weekend and next week. We'll be right back.
We are hungry for some barbecue.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they got our mouth watering.
They got us started. Now what are you going to do?
Ribs, brisket, the whole deal.
But we're going to have something to wash it down.
Yeah, we've got something a little bit different barbecue you probably never had before. We're going to tell you about that in a minute. But first of all...
Oh, yes. Fermenteria. Okay, we are going to introduce you to this one-of-a-kind drink in San Antonio that has all sorts of enzymes and...
Yeah, it's actually healthy, and some are non-alcoholic, some have alcohol in them. But yeah, it's good for the gut out there.
All right, and Jen is going to new heights.
fun here at iFly. We promised our producer Robert last week, who has a fear of heights, that we would give him a skydiving experience. There he is with Taylor, who's going to take him up. This is Adam. He has done about 1,500 skydives. I'd say he's pretty amazing. So he's doing some tricks. Maybe we'll see Robert do that. Maybe I'll get into. I don't know. The fun is endless. Back to you guys.
I love it. All right, well, if you're decorating your home with a homemade wreath, we have Connie Schellinger here, owner of Touch of Sass. And if you are displaying your wreath that you've made outside, what's a way to make it last?
Just like your body needs sunscreen, so do your wreaths. You want to protect them from fading. So sunscreen with any type of SPF will definitely protect your wreath from fading.
All right, and we've got a great program, Fashion Able. We're going to meet some designers and some models and the clothes they have designed. That and a whole lot more on SA Live. Stick around.